Have you ever been in a relationship where everything seems good on the surface, but something just feels off? Maybe you can't quite put your finger on it, but deep down you're wondering, is this going to last? You're not alone. Many people find themselves in relationships that start with excitement and affection, only to slowly realize things aren't as solid as they hoped. The truth is, most relationships don't fail overnight. More often, there are early warning signs, small red flags, that show up long before the final breakup. And if we pay attention, we can save ourselves from months or even years of heartache. In this video, we'll go over 12 common red flags that suggest a relationship might not last. These aren't about being perfect or never having problems. Every couple has disagreements, but these are patterns, repeated behaviors, that if left unaddressed, can quietly erode trust, connection, and love. If you've been feeling uncertain, this might help bring clarity. Let's go through them, one by one. 1. You're always the one making the effort. One of the first signs a relationship may not last is when only one person is trying. You're the one texting first, planning dates, checking in, or bringing up important conversations. The other person responds when it's convenient, but doesn't initiate much on their own. Love should feel mutual. If you're constantly chasing emotional connection while your partner stays distant or passive, it can leave you feeling unimportant, even invisible. A healthy relationship grows from shared effort, not just one person carrying the weight. 2. Avoiding serious conversations. Does talking about feelings, future plans, or deeper issues always seem to end in silence, jokes, or not now? When one partner consistently avoids serious talks, especially about values, goals, or problems, it's often a sign they're not emotionally ready or willing to go deeper. Avoidance isn't always intentional. Sometimes it comes from fear or discomfort, but over time it creates distance. Without honest communication, intimacy can't grow, and without intimacy, long-term connection fades. 3. You feel worse. After being together, think about how you feel after spending time with your partner. Do you usually feel calm, supported, and seen? Or do you often walk away confused, drained, or questioning yourself? Healthy relationships should add energy to your life, not take it away. If you're regularly feeling anxious, insecure, or emotionally exhausted after interactions, it could mean the dynamic isn't balanced or supportive. Your emotions are giving you feedback. Listen to them. 4. They don't respect your boundaries. Respect is the foundation of any lasting relationship. So when you set a boundary, like needing space, asking not to be spoken to a certain way, or wanting privacy, and it's ignored, dismissed, or mocked, that's a major red flag. Everyone has different limits, and they should be honored, not tested or crossed. A partner who respects you will listen, even if they don't fully understand at first. Disrespect, especially repeated disrespect, shows a lack of care for your needs, and no amount of love makes up for that. 5. Constant drama or jealousy. Some couples have passionate connections, but constant drama, jealousy, or accusations create instability, not passion. If you're frequently arguing over misunderstandings, being questioned about friendships, or made to feel guilty for normal social interactions, it could point to insecurity or control. Love shouldn't feel like walking on eggshells. Trust and freedom go hand in hand in healthy relationships. When jealousy becomes a pattern, it often replaces peace with tension, and over time, that wears down even the strongest feelings. 6. No shared vision for the future. Even in early stages, it helps to know if you're generally moving in the same direction. Do you both want similar lifestyles? Are your views on family, career, or where to live compatible? It's okay to have differences, but if you dream of building a life together while your partner avoids any talk of the future or has completely opposite goals, it may mean you're not aligned long term. Two people can care deeply for each other and still want different lives. Recognizing that early can save heartbreak later. 7. They criticize or mock you regularly. Occasional teasing between partners can be playful. But if your partner often puts you down about your appearance, choices, or personality traits and says, "I'm just joking," pay attention. Repeated criticism, sarcasm, or eye rolling can be forms of emotional disrespect. Over time, they chip away at self esteem and create resentment. In strong relationships, humor lifts each other up. It doesn't hide hurtful comments. 8. You're hiding parts of yourself. Do you hold back your opinions, tone down your emotions, or avoid bringing up certain topics because you're afraid of how your partner will react? When you feel like you can't be your true self, when you're constantly editing who you are to keep the peace, it's a sign the relationship lacks safety. Long-lasting love thrives on authenticity. If you're pretending to fit in, the connection isn't growing on honest ground. 9. Lack of accountability. We all make mistakes, but what matters is how we respond. In healthy relationships, people apologize, learn, and try to do better. But if your partner never takes responsibility, always blaming stress, you, or outside circumstances, it creates a cycle where nothing ever improves. Growth requires accountability. Without it, the same problems repeat and trust weakens. 10. You're ignoring your gut. Maybe friends have expressed concern. Maybe you've noticed red flags but told yourself it'll get better or they'll change. When your instincts keep whispering something's wrong, but you keep talking yourself out of it, that's a red flag in itself. Your intuition isn't always perfect, but it's rarely silent for no reason. Ignoring it often means you're protecting the idea of the relationship more than your well-being. That's a sign to pause and reflect. 11. Love feels conditional. Do you feel like you have to earn your partner's affection? Like you're only valued when you're agreeable, helpful, or available? Love in lasting relationships isn't transactional. It's steady, even during disagreements or hard days. If you feel loved only when you meet certain expectations, it can create anxiety and pressure. Real connection means being accepted for who you are, not just what you do. 12. You stay out of fear, not love. This one hits deep. Ask yourself, are you staying because you truly want to? Or because you're afraid of being alone, losing financial stability, or starting over? Fear-based decisions rarely lead to lasting happiness. Staying in a relationship out of obligation, guilt, or fear can trap both people in something that isn't working. Love should give you peace, not keep you stuck. So there they are, 12 red flags that suggest a relationship might not last. Again, none of this is about expecting perfection. We all have moments of miscommunication, doubt, or selfishness, but patterns matter. If several of these signs feel familiar, it doesn't mean you failed. It means you're becoming aware. And awareness is the first step toward making choices that honor your heart. You deserve a relationship where you feel seen, respected, and secure, where effort is mutual, communication is open, and love feels steady, not stressful. If that's not what you're experiencing, it's okay to ask tough questions. It's okay to want more, because real love shouldn't leave you guessing whether you matter. Thanks for watching. If this helped you reflect, share it with someone who might need it. And remember, taking care of your emotional well-being is never selfish. It's necessary.